There's something undeniably compelling about a lone hero taking on the world, facing insurmountable odds with nothing but grit and determination. These epic films showcase men who stand alone against their challenges, making for some unforgettable cinema. Gran Torino. Grumpy, retired, Korean War veteran Walt Kowalski, played by Clint Eastwood. Ever seen a man more protective of his 1972 Ford Gran Torino? Living in a neighborhood fraught with gang violence, Walt stands firm against change. Racial tensions, theft attempts, and drive-by shootings. Walt's seen it all. But here's the twist. Through an unlikely friendship with a young Hmong teen, he finds redemption. This solitary journey, it's one of both confrontation and unexpected bonding.
Why didn't you call the police?
I prayed that they would show up, but nobody answered. Why are you bringing me all this garbage anyway?
Because you saved Hal.
I didn't save anybody.
You're a hero to the neighborhood.
I'm not a hero.
We're having barbecue. You want to come over? We've got beer, too.
I might as well drink with strangers.
Unforgiven. A retired gunslinger, William Money, again, our man Clint Eastwood, in the Old West. He's done with violence, or so he thinks. But you know how it is? Old habits die hard. When a group of prostitutes offer a bounty to avenge a disfigured colleague, Money steps in. With rusty skills but an undying spirit, he confronts the brutal sheriff. Guns blaze, motives blur, legends are born or destroyed. The past isn't buried easily, is it?
I've killed women and children. Killed just about everything that walks or crawled at one time or another. And I'm here to kill you, little Bill. For what you did to Ned. Boys better move away.
The Revenant, 1820s, snowy wilderness. Frontiersman Hugh Glass, Leonardo DiCaprio, is left for dead after a brutal bear attack. Betrayed by his own men, Glass is fueled by raw vengeance. Through frozen rivers, hostile tribes, and biting cold, he pursues his betrayer. Survival's the game, and revenge, the trophy. The terrain's relentless, but so is Glass's spirit. Taxi driver, Travis Bickle. Ever heard of this insomniac New York taxi driver? Martin Scorsese directs, Robert De Niro stars. Now, Bickle's no regular cabbie. He's disillusioned, seeing the city as a realm of vice and decay. From behind the wheel, he witnesses society's underbelly. A young prostitute, political campaigns, urban violence. It all fuels his growing madness. Eventually, a plan brews. A plan of violent redemption. Bickle readies to cleanse the streets, gun in hand.
Getting ready, getting organized, preparing himself for the only moment in his life that will ever mean anything.
How much for everything? $350 for the Magnum, $250 for the 38, $1 1/4 for the 25, $150 for the 380.
Into the wild. So there's this chap, Christopher McCandless, Emil Hirsch. Fresh out of college, loaded with ideals, he ditches it all. Money, family, home. Yearning for truth, he embarks on a solitary journey into Alaska's wild terrains. Encounters? Plenty. Drifters, hippies, an elderly man. Each adds a chapter to his soul-searching saga. But nature, ever so beautiful, can also be unforgiving. Chris learns this the hard way.
I read somewhere how important it is in life not necessarily to be strong, but to feel strong. To measure yourself at least once.
Where are your mom and dad?
Living their lives somewhere.
Did your folks know where you are?
First Blood. You can't talk loners without mentioning John Rambo, the Vietnam vet. Sylvester Stallone muscles through the role in this 80s hit. Heading into a small town, he faces uncalled-for hostility from the local sheriff. Arrested for no solid reason, Rambo retaliates. Suddenly, it's war. A one-man army against an entire police force. The forest becomes his battleground. As bullets fly and explosions echo, the town learns never to mess with a war hero.
Right on top of him. There's no way out of here except through us.
He was hunted, trapped,
There he is! On the cliff!
and forced to fight back.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Cast Away. Tom Hanks plays Chuck Noland, your regular FedEx executive. His plane crashes, and lo and behold, he finds himself marooned on a deserted island. With nothing but time and a volleyball named Wilson, he learns the gritty ways of survival. Days turn into years. Solitude, hunger, rain, sun. Salvation seems like a mirage, yet Chuck's undying will pushes him to build a raft. Venturing into the vast ocean, Chuck grapples with nature's rage, but emerges resilient, and he finally returns to civilization.
I never should have gotten on that plane. They think that I am right here.
100 miles squared. That's a search area of 500,000 square miles. That's twice the size of Texas.
I Am Legend. Once upon a post-apocalyptic New York, a lone virologist named Dr. Robert Neville, Will Smith, roams the streets. The city's empty, silent, but oh, not quite. Nightfall unveils vicious mutants, victims of a man-made virus. With a loyal dog as his only companion, Neville seeks to find a cure, hoping to reverse the chaos. His days? Research and survival. His nights? Hide, defend, and pray for dawn. Drive. Mystery engulfs our protagonist, an unnamed Hollywood stunt driver by day, getaway driver by night. Ryan Gosling plays this stoic fellow, a master behind the wheel. No words, just actions. But when he falls for his neighbor Irene, his life takes a perilous turn. A heist goes south. Danger looms. The driver, steering through LA's neon-lit nights, finds himself in a deadly chase.
Did you have any idea there'd be a second car?
He said there would be another car to hold us up.
Whose money do I have?
I'm gonna tell you something. Anybody finds out, we're both dead.
That's why this driver's gotta go, Bernie. He's gotta go.
A man called Ove. Imagine the grumpiest old man in a quiet neighborhood. That's Ove. Living alone, mourning his deceased wife, he's the quintessential curmudgeon. Rules are his mantra. Everyone else is an annoyance. But life, cheeky as ever, introduces him to spirited new neighbors. Through a series of comedic misadventures and poignant memories, Ove's tough exterior cracks. Sometimes, it takes a village to melt one lonely heart.
Vad är det med dig egentligen, Ove? Jag vet vad det är. Du är rättshaverist.
Rädda livet på honom!
Honom. Rädda livet på honom, heter det.
Jag saknar dig.